Hey everybody, how's it going? Get my little melon. You got some nerve, little girl. You better strut. Love how my sunflowers turn toward the sun, and they don't even have flowers yet. Their leaves turn toward the sun. That's so cool. So, being a beginner gardener, what does that even mean? Well, I guess you can define it as you feel or see fit, but I define it as someone who begins gardening. So if you started, you're already past being a beginner. But the more you know, the more you grow, and so on and so forth. But even in your advancement, you're still a beginner in Mother Nature's eyes. And compared to her, she's been doing this for a while. Our ancestors have been doing this for a while. So I don't believe in black thumbs. I believe in problem solving. So, what's the problem? Let's solve it. One problem is we are far too dependent on other people for our food. We believe that, oh, if I go to work, I make this money, we good on food because money buy food. Well, yeah, until it don't no more. Or at least not the money you got. Why would that be an issue? Well, because they're we're not calling shots. Because we don't have control. We're like little kids storming, being mad about having to sit at the kids' table and eat hot dogs and hamburgers instead of the ribs and the lobster and the shellfish and the shrimp and the steak and all the extra at the grown folk table. Well, we ain't put in on this, man. Or did we? Of course we did. We built this shit. Somewhere along the way we stopped building shit because they kept destroying the shit we built. So inevitably, we've always been beginners. So we've always had to start from the very beginning in order to survive. What'd she say? So, let's go with this gardening thing. You can get all the bells and the whistles and spend all the money and make it nice and pretty, but why? Nature does what it wants regardless of how much money you spend or don't spend. Finding out the simple things in life truly are free. But you can use those simple things to turn a profit for yourself. We don't do that. We seek out other options to feed ourselves. We go work for money that we spend at grocery stores we do not own, that houses food we do not grow. But no matter what circumstances life brings, we are going to be hungry. It happens daily. Sometimes as soon as you get up for one meal, you're hungry and looking for the next one. So hunger is going to happen. We're not doing anything about it. We're killing the land. So we got to begin again there. We got to recondition the soil. Give it life to make life want to live in it. Growing a garden is much like creating the world you want to live in. And that world just happens to meet every need you have. From your food, your water, your shelter, your peace, and your protection. None of that is in our own hands, and we don't see it. So we have to decide what's more important, what's worth fighting for. Because at this point, the work that I put into my garden, I'm more likely going to stand my ground in my home than I am going to try to defend someone else's grocery store. I'm going to learn not to depend on that which feeds everyone else. That my diet consists of the things that I can create in my own space. So when someone tells the masses that, yo, you can't eat here no more. Alright, I got food at home. That's why your mama told you, oh, you got food at home. Yeah, we thought it was about the money, but the truth is, it's about our own control. And we relinquish it every time we don't put seeds in the ground. We relinquish that control every time we decide to say, hey, feed me someone else. Show me something else. Educate my kids instead of me. My baby's 2 years old. And I don't know if any of you were in another group that I might have been in that I posted the video, but I'll put my baby up. Let y'all see my little Nova. It's 2. And the things that she's exposed to, there's not a daycare in my city who can recreate my homeschool curriculum. Because, number one, they're not utilizing this agricultural, environmental education that our children desperately need to know about. They need to know that strawberries come from the ground, from a seed, not from a jar saturated with a bunch of sugar and something called jelly. But they know how to make jam. They know how to make jelly. They know how to make non-processed food. They know how to make raw materials and turn them into value addition materials. They know how to grow tomatoes. They know how to make tomato sauce. They know how to jar it. They know how to put a label on it. They know how to name it. And they know how to claim the value of it in exchange for what they want as currency. At 2, 3, and 12. And let's not get on the financial education. That's why I got so many beans planted over here. Because Miss Thang totally believe the more beans she plant, the more beans she's gonna get. Don't let my baby have that. That's her world. So I say all that to say, fearing what a plant is gonna do naturally, if you place it in the proper conditions, you won't have to fear being a gardener. We are all equipped with the innate ability to create and give life. But we've been saturated for so long in the destruction of life that we forget our power is also great in giving life. We're just seeking to put life into the wrong things. Imagine if you planted $1, came out tomorrow, and 20 plants sprouted from that dollar. And on that dollar, on each one of those plants were $20. We planting the shit out of some money if we can grow money trees. But there's no life in money. So you put it in the dirt, it's just going to stay there. It's not going to grow. It's not going to turn into something else. It's not going to add value to anything. If you let it blow in the wind, if you spend it, it's going to do the same thing. The idea is to create the current in which you want to flow. Don't ask somebody to do it for you. Begin there. Find your purpose. Why should you spend time growing food, gardening? I mean, if you're going to spend money on flowers, you know, rose bushes, at least have some food out there. So when pollinators come, you can also get your refrigerator filled. There's a pineapple plant back here. Yep, no lie. Experimental. Totally gonna see what happens. So what kind of gardener am I? I don't know. I dabble in a little bit of everything, I guess. Definitely organic. Not for all the chemicals, not for all the crap. Because they control your food, they control your medicine, they control your health, they control all that. So yeah, let's start with trying to maintain a sense of natural. Now, please don't get me wrong. I smash a bag of Cheetos so damn quick. Like, damn. What it tastes like? Did you taste it? So, I still do processed food. Please understand. I'm a work in progress. I'm not competing with anybody, which is something else you guys should consider. Make your space your own. Don't compete with anybody. That's not what gardening is about. It's when you look at plants, it's a natural competition between things, but they work together more often than they work against each other. In this bed right here, propped up on this little teepee thing, I have icebox melons, eggplant, and a little struggling tomato over there. Sweet potatoes right here. Sunflowers, and this is really like a wildflower patch, but that'll probably show up next year or next spring. I don't know. I'll just be throwing seeds in the ground and be surprised as shit when be like, oh, that's pretty. Where'd that come from? Like, yeah, you did that. I'm just kind of go with it. I mean, I fluctuate. Sometimes I have a plan. Sometimes shit happens. This endeavor has changed several times. From this side of my yard to that side of my yard. It's a work in progress. Got some mowing to do, so I clean it up. If I would have waited till I cleaned up out here, y'all never would have got this video. I'm just going to be honest. I have to remind myself to bring my phone out and record something. I know, where was I? Anyway, your best bet would be to start. What you scared of? Put a seed in some dirt, water it, put it in the sun. Step back, see what happens. See what happens when you don't interfere. See what happens when you don't do anything. So a lot of times we make that mistake. We come in trying to do for the plant what it is designed to do for itself. You just do that which you cannot do for itself. So my basil strutting his stuff. Look at it. I'm supposed to bring my chickens out here, but there's this crow stalking my birds. And I ain't for the bullshit. So look, let me go ahead and give y'all a disclaimer because I done totally forgot. I've spent a lot of time in the military. And cursing for me was like first, third, second, it was first, second, third language. I'm sorry, but I'm not. It's gonna happen. My baby's cursed, but they don't know they're cursing. Except the 12-year-old, she doesn't do it. She's like, Mom, what? It's just because you know what I'm saying. But anywho, I watch my mouth when I can see it, but Don't take it personal. I mean, the most you can do is turn the video off or mute me. But yeah, back to the basil. And it's just gorgeous. I struggle with harvesting things. I don't want to hear it. Who's with me? Somebody just do not want to pick something. I am that person. I struggle with it. Like, it's so pretty. I just don't want to disturb its peace. But this is the point where I should be plucking these leaves off. Yeah, because this one's curling or whatnot. And I love the way it smells, but I just hate doing it because I feel like I'm just gonna snatch your wig. I like, you know, when it got y'all dolled up and looking beautiful, and here I go plucking shit. And baby, let me tell you, this basil smells so good. And that's a very good plant to start with too. Herbs. Herbs don't require much. If you are one of these people who believe in the black thumb myth, that is a myth. Stop beating yourselves up. Get you some basil. It's a very easy plant. And clip the leaves. Now, and just start there. You know, this is a very big harvest. Really need a bowl, but oh, it smells so good. Yeah, I forget my nails. I have not done my nails yet. My baby's nail shop ain't open yet. Yes, my babies paint my nails. And be like, it's my turn, Mommy. You get the nails, you get the feet. Thank you. And another one. My babies. So, y'all done made me harvest the damn basil. I heard you. I heard you. I told you. I heard you. I heard you. Handful of basil. That's going to go on with my dried basil boxes. My dried basil. Lemon balm. Look, if you kill lemon balm, how? But, okay, look. This is another easy plant to grow and propagate. Like, if you take clippings from it, they root readily. They look for it. It's like, yes, we're in water. Let me get some of that. So you can definitely get the lemon balm as a quick crop too. It doesn't take long to grow. You leave it alone, it minds its business, and it'll give you what it is. You want more, transplant it. You want less, trim it up. Success. Now you're feeling yourself. And then it's on step on from the herbs to, let's say, the greens, kales, collards, turnip, just something, you know, the leafy green vegetables. They'll have you feeling like a rock star. I promise you. Well, that's how I felt. And mint. Mint is definitely a crop that'll help a beginner with their confidence. This is my mint patch. With my strawberry and my sweet mint. Yeah, I had my neighbors kind of pissed off for a while because my garden consisted of organic yard waste, leaves, grass, tree trunks. And this is my second year. The first year was horrible because they were looking like, no, this is my third year, I'm sorry. First year was horrible because that shit was piled high. And again, on my front yard, in my front yard. And so they just come out with their little hands on their hips and was feeling some type of way. But guess what, boo? I pay a mortgage too. So, yeah. So they started wanting to find me and stuff. I'm like, oh, no. Y'all can't get my coins. So, broke it all down and it turned into the dirt that you see there. Composted. Composting is a beginner's friend, especially if you can, kitchen scraps, barring any meat and protein aside from eggshells and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm walking in the wrong place with no damn shoes on. Y'all, look. Not to, oh, shit. Damn. Okay. That was not grounding. That was torture. Damn pine needles and shit. Okay, here's my little compost area. Now this has gone through such a transition that I found this barrel on the side of the road. I did. Okay, and when I saw it, I damn near busted a U-turn in a one-way street. So, and when I hit the block to go back and get it, I was praying that nobody saw it because I'm thinking there's other nuts out there like me who like the side of the road shop. I'ma tell you, if I can use it, I'm finna grab it. Saves me money and actually makes me money because this here, this black drum has shifted out so much of this compost that's down here on my ground that's growing my food, and it was on the side of the road. I'm going to drill some holes in it and I'm going to plant some potatoes in it this fall. So, be resourceful. Um, I'm thinking of putting together some pedal power, meaning get me a bike and a little trailer on the back. That's my fitness routine as well, because how people don't see how it goes hand in hand is beyond me. It's amazing, but it does. You grow your food, you're going to eat your food, you're going to feel better about your food. And I promise you, you will not be thinking about a gym membership because you save so much money walking your ass around the block. Stop tripping. You going to get in your workout clothes, jump in your car, drive across town, go in the gym, and get on a treadmill. And you're going to pay them people to give you access to doing that, to say you can come over there and do that. You're going to pay that $80, $100, $200 a month. Man, I ain't got no money. Your ass ain't got no abs either, but you steady over there in that gym. But hey, no judgment. Get out, get out early, check on your food, harvest a little something for your morning smoothie, take off around the block. Challenge yourself. Dare you. So many areas of your life that a garden can touch and help you maintain it. The motivation. Shit, do you know how many struggling plants I done came out here and just been motivated to get back in order? And then when it happens, it's like, oh shit, I did that. Little God complex, but hey, it's a feeling of success. It's a feeling of accomplishment. The very thing that our kids need, but not getting, because they in school defending themselves against adult situations, defending their minds against adult situations. I ain't focusing on what they need to know. And I had an old man, yes, my son is 20, so I'm not saying what I don't know. My baby had to endure a lot in those schools before I knew better. I wish I would have known better, but now I'm not saying that homeschooling is the end all be all. I'm just saying what worked for me. I am glad I got 3 girls. I was not thinking I was going to have 3 girls when I had my son. Oh yeah, he was it. First 3 or 8 years apart each. Oh, I was not on nobody's mind to be having kids. But I was destined to be a mom. And now what I know is my kids should know how to grow their own food, and it's perfectly fine for me to homeschool them. I am qualified. I am smart enough. I am able. I am their first teacher anyway. Why do I need to pass off my baby's brain to people who do not see my baby as valuable? I give my life for my children. Why won't I give my education to them either? I went to college. I got the degrees. I'm in debt. Why would I send them on that same course? Why wouldn't I teach them what I learned? Why would I not bring it back to them and say, hey, this is how you A, B, and C, and send them on a different course that doesn't involve debt? Because I know what that burden feel like. Yes, all of that from putting seed in the ground and getting a result. From seed to seed. Show them how to do it. Get your kids involved. Don't be so far in advance and so far cut off that you don't show your children where their food really comes from. Because one day it's going to be a robot and a machine kicking out little pills that we're going to say are full course meals. I mean, everybody be standing in line trying to get their little food pill because it's the only source of food that they understand or they know. I'll be damned. No. Sorry. I ain't going to be able to do it. So, I built my garden for meditation because as y'all can see, my mind go everywhere. I built my garden for peace. So when I come out here and put my feet in the ground, I know they're cute. Back up. I feel good. I feel like I'm doing something I'm supposed to be doing. When I take a moment to watch the sunrise amongst my tomatoes and they get that little glow and it's like, dang, that's a joy to me. I feel connected to so much. We are so disconnected from each other, and now there's all this COVID shit. We've intensified that disconnect. We sitting on the phones now, but hey, that's our way. Doesn't have to be. Breathe life back into that which you perceive as dying. If you see that as dying, it was because it was meant for you to see that so that you can feel something and attempt to give it life. At least that's why I garden. If I feel like someone's going to take something from me, my ability to exist, you don't have to come shoot me in the head with a bullet, but you can, again, shut my damn grocery stores down in my neighborhood because we don't understand how we are supposed to purchase them, how we are supposed to maintain those. We believe that it's outside of our control when it's absolutely in our control. But because I can't control the masses, I can control my contribution to my ability to eat. I'll go get a job. Nah, that ain't what I'm telling you. I can create more jobs with a garden than I can if I go get a job. Ain't nobody doing this. Nobody's growing our food. You gotta understand that. Say they don't shut down the grocery store in your neighborhood. We black. The stereotype says we eat only certain things. Chitlins, meats, processed food, snacks, soda, diabetes in a can. That's what we eat. That's what statistics say that we eat. It's bullshit. Because I got a house full of kids who eat fresh vegetables, fresh fruit, who make their own bread, who understand that what real butter is and the difference between butter and margarine. So somebody lying. I don't know. Anyway, sweet potato plants. These leaves are edible and they're good. Whole damn salad. A sweet potato plant. The education behind the sweet potatoes alone got my kids like, what? Yes. Then we got some cucumbers coming up, I think. What's this, yellow flowers? See how y'all be having y'all cucumbers out. Now, I tried cucumbers one year. This is my second time trying cucumbers. I am not optimistic about this because, let me tell you. Now, we got a cucumber. We got, yes, a. Yeah, one. We got a cucumber when we did cucumbers first time last year. Don't ask me what I did wrong because it was everything, probably everything. That cucumber was the nastiest cucumber in life. It was so bitter. I don't know if anyone listening to this has ever experienced that. And I am vowed to never, ever, 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 ever eat cucumbers again. But I love them, you know. I never had a bitter one in my life, so I knew that this was a fluke. I do not know what to do should these cucumbers come back and they're bitter. I'm going to blame myself because apparently I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Won't know that until I try. So, round two, wish me luck. I got several cucumber plants. I want them to grow up this trellis thingy next to a tomato or two. Cucumber tomato salad is super good and I love it. So I figured if it go good on a plate, go well on a plate, wouldn't it go well in the garden? And yes, cucumbers and tomatoes are very good companion plants. Here's an avocado and rosemary. And then I have lots of herbs. If I want to feel myself like I'm just like the best gardener ever, I plant herbs. Baby, you sneeze on them things and they grow. So here's the other patch of corn. I'm getting a couple ears, but I just don't think that, I don't know, I just don't think that they did well. I think it should have done better than this. Anyway, the corn gurus or corn people who've been successful with the corn. A guru is anybody that's gotten more than two little scraggly ears between these little scrawny plants. I don't know. They look a little, please help us. So I'm gonna